Tēnā koutou katoa, and welcome very much. You can see I'm nervous. Welcome. My name is Sue Chapel, as many of you know, and before we start, I will go through some housekeeping. I'm going to be the MC and also the fire and emergency acting person. So, in the event of a fire or earthquake, there's an exit door there, and you may get sent through that door. I'm the warden, so I will let you know where you need to go. And the place to gather, if there is an emergency, is out in the car park. I also have a first aid kit, which is behind the kitchen. Now, we all know this is a COVID pandemic, and there are quite a few people who haven't been able to come tonight, which is very unfortunate. But we have kept to our limit of 100 guests. You've needed to sign in with your vaccine passes. According to the rules, you don't need to wear a mask, but please do what you feel comfortable with doing. And I can see that most of you are feeling comfortable with having one on. If you're up here, you don't need it. And please take extra care to not spread COVID, wash your hands. If you need to cough, cover your mouth with your hook. Now, can we have something on the screen? What we were going to do, had we not needed to sign everybody in, because that takes a little bit longer, we were going to have a short workshop, which would be give us some feedback on the empowerment project. However, what Maha is going to do is send out a survey for this, but we've also got, I was going to have the questions up there, but you don't need them. We've also got a table there, so when you perhaps have eaten and you want to give us some feedback, please take the time to do it if you wish to. And so there's just the usual questions of what felt good for you, what worked for you, what could we improve if we did it again, and what would you like to see happen in the future. So what we're going to do now is move on to our wonderful speakers. And, excuse me just a moment, can we get the PowerPoint up here? I'll just give you a brief overview of what's going to happen. So we'll have some speakers for between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, and then we'll have awards and recognition between 6 and 7, and then at 7 o'clock it's time for dining and chatting. Then at 8 o'clock we'll close. So we won't get that. And so what we have first is our chairperson of the 15th March Whanau Trust, who's going to give an opening address. With Quentin. We're ill flexible. So who would like the microphone? I'm just...
Thank you so much for coming today. We would like to thank you and customers for coming today.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Look, thank you so much for giving up your Sunday and coming together here together. I would like to again formally welcome the Right Honourable.
I'm not all right.
The Honourable Leanne Delfield, the Mayor of Christchurch, who we all know has put in so much dedication, commitment and love to this community. I'd also like to especially introduce her sister, Catherine Delfield. They do look very much alike. Hopefully everyone can hear. Is that better? Yes, that is a little bit better. Anyway, yes, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you again for coming if you didn't hear me the first time. Today is really about a celebration of all the hard work and effort that so many people have given to this community and as part of a program to empower everyone to move on from the events of 15 March and to actually make a real difference with not only their own lives, but also the lives of their friends, their loved ones, and the other members of the community. And it's a very important thing in a community, because a community grows, is strong, and takes comfort from each other. And so the more that we get together, the more that we share experiences, the more that we try new things, the more that we grow those bonds. And so today is all about celebration. It's about taking a time to recognise the people who have put in that effort, to have really made a difference, and to have really formed that community bond. So, Mayor, I'd like to welcome you to the stage. Hopefully you have a few words of inspiration for us. And I have the microphone.
Can you all hear me all right? Yeah. Okay. I actually put my speech on my phone, so bear with. Can I begin by acknowledging the 51 Shihada, their families, the injured, and all those who were witness to or affected by the terrorist attack on 15th of March 2019. I'm pleased to be here with my colleague, Councillor Anne Galloway. This is her ward, so it's very special that she was able to join us tonight. I bring apologies from Claire Phillips, who will be known to many of you from the council. Sadly, she's been she's unwell, and so she's unable to join us. And I'm especially pleased, like I was yesterday, to be joined by my sister Catherine. We don't often get to come to events together, but this is really special, so thank you for having us both here. Can I also acknowledge and thank the sponsors and supporters down from Quentin, your valued support, which comes in so many ways, I'm told. It is greatly valued and appreciated, so thank you very much. To Mitre 10 for the New Zealand Community of the Year Award and the sponsorship, along with the practical help of the Home Maintenance Learning Program, we thank you. I acknowledge all of the government and council support, Ministry of Social Development, Christchurch City Council, Parks and Gardens, especially there, Ministry of Ethnic Communities, and many of the other organisations who have volunteered their time and expertise, such as Medshed, Hallsville, and Total Training Limited. I said yesterday at the launch of Islamic Awareness Week that I'm incredibly proud to be the Mayor of our city as we come up to the 3rd anniversary of the terrorist attack of the 15th of March 2019 and all that followed. This is my last time as the Mayor of Christchurch, so these events have been made much more meaningful for me, and that's why I'm so grateful that you have invited me to participate. I spoke of the organisations that had sprung from that day as having been born of tragedy, inspired by compassion and empowered by generosity. And the 15th of March Whanau Trust is one of those organisations, and I'm so proud of all that you have achieved. The fact that we are honouring members of the community with the We Are One Awards is humbling. I have seen Muslim men and women, or women and men, I'm just going to put the women in front there for a minute because of the variety of organisations that have sprung up. But I've seen them take leadership roles as agents of change, supporting individuals and supporting initiatives that are focused on bringing communities together and healing and building a better future where all can belong. 3 years on, I can see the pain of the terror attack that has been relived so often, the burials, the trial of the terrorists, the not guilty then last minute guilty plea, and the impact statements. We watched your courage, we watched your pain, and we watched your faith when you spoke your truth. We could not imagine ourselves in your position, but we felt the intensity of that pain and the power of your courage and your words and how you delivered them. And then the verdict, followed by the threat of appeal, empty though it was. And now the coronial inquiry. I read a thread on Twitter last night. I'm not sure if she is here. I can't recognise people with their masks on. And she was a woman who lost her brother, but it could have been any one of you. Time and time again, she has asked for information. Information that has been denied on the grounds of the authorities not wanting to cause her more distress, as if they could. She says, let me decide what I want to see and don't want to see. And she must be allowed to decide that for herself. It is all about agency. She is entitled to act on her own behalf and not have to confront an authority that strips even that from her. Any authority. I cried late last night when I read what she wanted to know to help her navigate her grief. The bravery of her brother as he confronted the terrorist. And I'm appalled this was withheld from her, as I know information has been withheld from others. I hope that as a result of this inquiry that no family ever has to go through this again. No family. And I will do all that I can to help ensure that happens. And I know I can speak for my sister when I say that as well. 3 years on, there are people who are still living with their pain and fear, but there is also hope for the future. That is what we are here to celebrate tonight. You've come so far while dealing with so much. It is good to be part of an event that acknowledges all of that while looking and moving forward. The Empowerment Project is all about taking back some control, that all-important sense of agency that I spoke of before, an important message for the government and the council. We shouldn't be doing things for people, we should be doing things with people, we should support communities to do things for themselves. Nothing about us without us is a phrase that implores decision makers to be inclusive. And that is what we honour tonight. Communities taking back the power, the control within their own lives. Last night I mentioned the message a resident had posted in response to the announcement of Islamic Awareness Week and Unity Week, one leading up to the 15th of March and one leading from the 15th of March, as the community's way of commemorating March 15. And she wrote this: I'm happy that the bereaved families have made their voices heard and been listened to. I don't yet have the words apart from saying, I am here and I stand with you. And that represents the feelings of so many people. To her, the words seemed inadequate. I am here and I stand with you. But they represent our collective determination expressed at that time not to be divided by hate, but to be united by love. And I am here and I stand with you. When I reflect on that time 3 years ago, as I said last night, I think of those who turned up for the call to prayer 1 week later. People weren't invited, they just came. They came in their thousands, and as I said, it was the most powerful expression of solidarity I have ever witnessed in my life. We all could feel it. I am here says I am present, I empathise with you, I recognise your humanity and I love you as a brother and a sister, and I stand with you says I support you, I will walk alongside you, I will defend you, I have got your back. I'm here and I stand with you. We are here and we stand together, and that is what we celebrate tonight. Assalamu alaikum.
Shukran, dear. It's really touching. You are here, and your support for the community and what we've been through means so much. And everyone feels the love and empathy that you have shown to this community, and it is much appreciated. I'd now like to call on Denise Jackson from the Ministry of Social Development. Thank you.
At the age where I need glasses on now to be able to see. So kia ora koutou, look, firstly, it's an absolute privilege to be here with you tonight. And I do just want to take a minute to introduce our MSD team. So I'm going to get them to stand up, which they probably won't thank me for later. But we've got Marianne, Francie and Marie. Some of you will know Marianne in particular, who's been part of the Kaipapa Rapa service since 2019. Francie and Marie joined us last March, and Marie is the service centre manager of the service. So although we're not officially at work today, we're all very, very happy for you to come and talk to us and yeah, just have a wee chat at any time during the night. So the 15th of March has become one of those days when you remember exactly where you were and who you were with at the time that we heard about that terrible event, the terrorist attack. It was a terrible event that changed the fabric of your community, the wider Christchurch community and beyond. I want to begin by acknowledging the families of the 51 Shikada, the injured, the survivors and the witnesses. The journey of grief is a painful and sometimes an incredibly lonely one. And although time is a great healer, the loss of losing a loved one stays with us forever. So you've met our team of case managers, and we too, you've taken us on an incredible journey over the last 3 years, one of learning and understanding. You've taught us much about your culture, your values and beliefs, but also about resilience and courage that you've begun to rebuild your lives, and that we are truly grateful for. We both are humbled and feel very privileged to have been able to serve your community on this journey. The 15th of March also changed my life and my view of the world. I've worked for MSD for many years, and alongside many different ethnic communities over the years, both in Auckland and in Otatahi. And I thought that it was good enough to treat people well and treat people as I would want to be treated. But what I've come to understand is that we need to be deliberate in our intent to be part of a more inclusive nation, to call out racism and hate speech, to celebrate diversity and to be proud of the richness of the different cultures and ethnicities that make up Aotearoa. He waka eka noa ko tātou tātou. We're all in this together, we are one. Thank you.
Shukran, Denise, and the MSD team. Thank you so much for all you've done for the community. It is really appreciated. Not only the official work, but the unofficial work, the friendships, the taking the calls, the hugs, listening to tears, the understanding that you give. That's really the most important thing. So thank you so much. I'd now like to welcome Maha back to the stage. Maha has, and she will have me for saying this, but Maha has done so much for all of us in bringing things together. But it is very much a team effort, and the 15th of March Trust is a great example of the team coming together to help, and being also a focal point, something which outside organisations can see, an organisation that people can interact with, so people can get a better understanding about the community, about the Islamic faith, and about the suffering that everyone has gone through and how they might be able to I'd also just like to say a few words. I'm here from Datacom. Datacom's a very, very small part of this picture, so I don't want to talk too much about that. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your community. It's been an absolute privilege and one of the highlights of my life to be able to be associated with such a wonderful group of people. The strength, the courage, the empathy you show to others, and the fortitude to carry on, and not just carry on, but to succeed, to actually have the will to do. And that is an amazing, amazing example to us all. We help in a very small way by offering foundation scholarships for tertiary education. And so we have the Datacom Foundation, which you can look up, or otherwise contact Maha. And we have applications, and we can try and assist in a small way. We work very closely with the wonderful Christchurch Foundation, which is a tremendous body of people who has made such a difference in many people's lives who will be here today. We also try and help people through our friends in the Christchurch community and wider into employment, or at least vocational experience in some way, so people can get a taste of work or some other skills or training. So we very much see education as the way forward. We all know we need to move on together as a community, and hopefully if we pick up some skills, then we can move forward and do that. Anyway, I'll now pass it over to Maha, and she might like to say something.
Actually, I would like to raise sorry. First of all, we are one group. We are one group. We get together 2019 after the pandemic. It was many of the group they trying to support us, and alhamdulillah, I get in touch with all of them, and I thought that it would be great if we had a group and find out how can we support our community. So we are one group since 2019. Alhamdulillah, we were successfully, alhamdulillah, I think many of the family, we moved 37 houses, which is great, because it's all volunteer work. We were able to make the garden project, which helped many of our family, who were struggling with gardening, because it's a huge work for us. We used our husband who's doing the lawnmower and this stuff, but we now, I think all of us, including myself, we are trained very well to do that. Plus many of other support. I hope we really done a small part to support all of you. The second thing I would like to talk about is the environmental project. Actually, this project is part of me. Since 2019, I can see that every few months we have something else to read on IFS. So during the sentence, I thought that I have to do something, so I thought about the environmental project. What was really funny, that's when I start talking about this project, some people were laughing at me. Because how come I'm gonna invite you to make this, to ask you about making a project while you are really down with what's going on. And to be honest, that I can remember the first workshop, the first time I met with you and I asked you about the project. I saw in your eyes that, what are you doing, Maha? As I can tell that many of you came just because you don't like to take Maha down. You're coming to support me, and it was really nice. But we started together 2020, and since that until now, I think we really successful in this project. I still remember when I talked to Denise first time about this project, I said to her, if just one person get beneficial from this project, I feel like I'm successful. But I think last year, it can tell, we got from you 28 project idea, which was brilliant, but I wasn't able to manage all of that. We just ran 9 projects, amazing projects like knitting, cooking, walking, maintenance group, with support with many of the organizations like Mitre, that of course, and of course City Council, MSD. I really appreciate that. And I think we have got a great idea from you, and we can see the real leader in our community. And we are here today to celebrate all your hard work and amazing work. You really inspire all of us. Thank you all. We're gonna see now some videos about the project. After that, I'm gonna invite Ryan, please, to hand out the award. Thank you.
Yes, this is a small interlude.
Talk to you amongst yourselves.
Yeah, you could talk amongst yourselves.
What to do, but I'll straighten it.
Right, okay.
Das ist eine Tür, die aus der Hölle führt. Hinter dieser Tür liegt ein Weg auf Stein. Und dieser Weg bringt dich zum Paradies. Da ist ein Tor, doch man lässt sich hier nicht rein. Hinter dem Tor herrscht Angst. Warum klopfst du hier an? Warum kommst du hier lang? Bevor die Angst eure Herzen trennt, kommt und reicht euch die Hand. Eine Welt, eine Heimat. Stell dir vor, es geht einfach. Träume helfen uns weiter. Eine Welt, eine Heimat. Eine Welt, eine Heimat. Eine Welt, eine Heimat.
Ce qui m'anime pour que toi, arrête de nous parler de résolution, aide-moi plutôt à trouver des solutions. T'attends-nous comme un livre, à fond comme un ami, pour nous saillons top sur les cœurs, mais dites-nous one day.
Eine Welt, eine Heimat. Stell dir vor, es geht einfach. Träume helfen uns weiter. Eine Welt, eine Heimat. Eine Welt, eine Heimat. Eine Welt, eine Heimat.
حبيبي عين نبني طول البعد فيه حبيبي عين ساكن في لله. بيتي ده بيتك كل ورود العالم فيه، الدنيا بتسكن فيه.
Hands up for one love. Peace is more than just one word. Shoulder to shoulder. Hands up for one love. Hands up for one love.
Yes, hopefully this is working. What an amazing array of talent. It's incredible, some of the beautiful things that have been done and amazing experiences that people have had. So now it's time, welcome to the 2022 We Are One Awards. Yes, thank you. We're live streamed all around the world, as is customary. We have a few house rules, of course, under the wonderful new COVID world that we live in. So when your name is called, if you could please come up these stairs. There will be no shaking hands, and I know that'll be disappointing for so many people, but we must carry on. And then there will be an award presented, and then you can file. Photos will be taken because this is a very important awards ceremony, and it will be recorded for posterity.
Especially if the mayor was going to hand the award.
That's actually very true too. So, without further ado, could I please invite back to the stage the Honourable Leanne Dalziel. And the first award is the Teaching Award, the Academic Award. And this is for teaching additional maths and English to our tamariki. An incredibly important project to actually give back to the next generation and actually spread the love wider in the community. There are 4 recipients. Unfortunately, because of COVID situations, 2 cannot be with us here tonight. But I would like to invite to the stage Isaac Heap and Bruce Chan. Stand there. Thanks very much. Well done. Our next award is the Correro Afai Award. That's for presentation skills and training. That's something I could actually do with myself. Unfortunately, one winner cannot be here tonight. Theo, who unfortunately for COVID reasons is unable to come. And is this sponsored by?
Actually, both of them is not able to come for presentation skills, but we would like also to acknowledge that Tamil, Kiran and Mahan Madan, because they have done a lot and they were as amazing people who stood on our behalf on the Remember Day. And thank you, of course, for all those who participate in the presentation skills project. Thank you.
Also, who could not be here today, the Best in Project Award. We don't have Dr. Kiran Munir, Timel, or Maha, different Maha. Oh, Mana. Right, so on to the next awards.
Very special one, actually. No.
Oh, I'm going to talk. Okay, it's a very special one. It is the Resilience Award, creating and producing the Whanau Trust newsletter. A really important way of keeping connection with the community, a fantastic document, and I hope you all get it regularly. And this is to Insha Aziz.
Even with your mask on, I can tell that you're surprised.
Surprise.
Congratulations and thank you for your service.
Photo.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Well done. Right, the next award is the Whanau Award for the Salam Peace Garden. Now, no one is here, unfortunately, for that award as well, but we'd like to certainly call out Kate Russell from the Christchurch City Council. Thank you. With special mention in that project to Abdullah Naim. The next award, also unfortunately people cannot come up onto stage for this one. This is for the Aroha and Empathy Award. And this is for the 15th of March Shahuda Funeral Trust, an incredibly worthwhile event. And the chair of the Funeral Trust is here standing before you. And it is a very important initiative close to her heart, and I know so many others. So a tremendous thing. So thank you for all you do. And the best in that project award is to Abraham Naim. So well done, Abraham. Right, on to the next category of awards. We have the Whare DIY Award, and this is to the Home Maintenance Lead, Sue Chappell. It is a long way. Well done, Sue. Also, special mention. And also, special mention, the Best in the Project Award, Hanan Aladan. And also, the most enthusiastic as part of the project for Soaring the Seat, Mohammed Shahada. Well done, Mohammed. Well done to all involved.
Actually, I would like to Actually, I would like to invite who would like to talk about the project and you feeling on this project. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, can I ask you, Hanan, to come here, please, and tell us about the project from your point of view? Don't look at me like that, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Hanan Aladan, and I'm the wife of Shahid Dr. Ahmed Hamid. I'm so happy, to be here celebrating with you. It's all about celebration, I understand, but and I look for the future. But I really want to talk about my life within the 3 years since the accident. Actually, I was in Jordan for a family reunion, and I traveled back to Christchurch on the 15th of March from Jordan, and I arrived to Christchurch on the 16th of March. I heard about the massacre on the early hours of the 16th of March. I was so distressed, and I didn't know what to think, and I could never imagine the magnitude of the catastrophe. And I was waiting for Amjad, to meet me in the airport, and instead of that, I got the shocking news. Honestly, for more than 2 years, I was numb, disoriented, and everything seemed unreal. Even with my family, we were all avoiding looking each other in the eye because we didn't want to see the truth. But I worked like a robot. I had so many things to deal with. So I really worked like a robot. I didn't have nothing, no feelings, no emotions. I couldn't cry for so many months. I just couldn't believe it. Up to this day, I feel it's hard, I feel, I don't know, I feel angry on how my husband and the other 50 shuhadas and injured people, how they were betrayed in a horrible way, killed in a horrible way. But, I learned that it's a reality after a very, very long time, after that I have to live with it. So, yeah, my life was so full with meetings, appointments. I acknowledge the support that I had from the agencies, victim support, NSD, my GP, and the wider community in Christchurch that did have a good impact on me. But yeah, I had to continue because life doesn't stop. And realizing I'm the major decision maker in the family now, for someone who couldn't even decide, which color do I choose, I had to be strong. Everybody, I heard lots of compliments about how strong I am, but it wasn't, it was just survival mode. I'm on survival mode, I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I have achieved. I had to look after a lifestyle property by myself, and I had a mortgage, a huge mortgage that I had to sort out by myself, but with the support of the agencies and the people and those who cared, alhamdulillah, I managed to change or readjust to be able to continue and move on. And I acknowledge Maha's hard work. Maha was with us since day one, and I've heard of Maha. I met Maha once, many years before the tragedy, and I didn't know who Maha was. And one day I met her in the Oval where we met with on the Remembrance Day. Remembrance Day, and since then, Maha has a very special place, in my heart, in my life, and I really acknowledge your support and your help. And when Maha launched her empowerment project, I was so enthusiastic, and I thought it was a huge, major project. How can Maha achieve that? I was one of those people who had doubts, but I said, okay, I will give it a go. And we went to many meetings, and actually, this project is based on our needs. That's why we had lots of meetings asking us about what we need and what our needs were. And I was the first one who put my hand up for the maintenance project. I always had passion for crafts, and I said, hey, look, I don't want to call someone to do the screw for me, or I want to do it myself. I'm not ready to pay $60 or $70 for just, screw. And it was, so I participated in most of the empowerment project. The ones that I really had interest in, like home maintenance, and I acknowledge the support of Martin, and thank you very much, Martin, for your help. And I love that course. I learned so much in that course. And I'm sure my son, Mohammed, attended with me, and he did a lot of work. He said, Mom, step aside, I will do this. So he's my handyman in the house. And I participated in the speech skills project, and I hope you can see the the achievement, in that project. I also participated in the knitting. We had knitting group, and I loved that. I enjoyed knitting because I always wanted to do knitting. And every time I needed someone to teach me, I'm a left-hander, the other person was right-hander, and I was so confused. And I said, no, it's not going to happen. But I acknowledge Rosemary's patience and help and support. Also, it was good. It was for my mental well-being. I mean, I enjoyed those. I joined the walking group and the knitting group, the maintenance, home maintenance group. They were all good for me, I felt that I was useful. I can do something, And after that, but all the time I was worried about my sons, their education, their work. So Maha introduced Datacom to us, and actually both my sons, Hussein and Muhammad, who's at home, he didn't come because of the number limitation. They had scholarships from Datacom, and I'm so patient for that, so thankful for that. And Muhammad also had his internship through the internship group at Duncan and Cultural Law Firm. And it's although you know that tragedy has like a big part of my life, but I need to move on, and I need to look for the future, because I'm sure that Amjad will be looking from us, and I'm sure he will be happy with what we have achieved. Thank you very much, and it's been great, you know, to look at because my voice is better now.
didn't know. And I didn't feeling me a good pain. You are like yesterday, I need to survive. You are nothing on me. I am so obsessed. I want to show you for me. I didn't get the shit. I'm not making it. I'm not making
Shukran to all who were involved in those projects. There were some very, very funny moments and some touching times. Great skills learned as well, knitting, cooking, walking, learning how to walk, very important. And some of the wonderful moments that we shared together as a community. So they really are so important. So first, the award for the cooking group. Thank you, Dan. The culinary award for the cooking group lead, Nuha Assad. Well done, Nuha. Photo time. And also Best in Project Award to Rana Faraj. Well done. Congratulations. Photo.
Thank you.
Excellent, well done. Next, we have the knitting group. And I would like to present the Creativity Award for the knitting group lead, no surprises, to Rosemary Omar. And Best in Project Award to Siham Asalfi. Congratulations. Photo time. Well done, everybody.
Okay, no mask.
Oh, well, and without the masks. Here we go. And
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
take. Excellent. The next group of awards is for the walking group. The Kai Tiatanga Award for the walking group lead to Chris Hendry. And he is not here today. But thank you, Chris. And Best in Project Award to Rashid Omar. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Omar. I'm done. Thank you, Dan. The next award, who cannot be with us, but is online, is the Most Righteous Muslim Award. So a very serious award and one that we can all learn a lot from and gives us the spiritual strength to carry on and encourages others as well in the faith. So to Shadia Amin.
I know you said that you thank us now. We really thank you so much, and we really appreciate for everything you have done for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Shadia. We'd also like to recognise some of the important partners who have really helped the Empowerment Project. Some have already been mentioned today, but well, I'm not going to mention Datacom, but
First, yes.
thank you.
Special thanks actually for Tracy. Tracy, she was a very important part of the Empowerment Project. She helped 5 of our members in the Empowerment Project to find work and supporting some of them to find internship or work, which was great. Actually, I feel like in 1 year to find that 5 of our members find work, it's a great job. So I'm really thank you so much, Tracy. I know she's seeing us because her husband got COVID, so for our safety, she decided she's not coming. But thank you so much, Tracy.
Tracy is the, thank you, Tracy. Tracy's the head of our Christchurch operations and looks after the South Island. She's only recently joined us and over the last year and started doing a tremendous job. So we do thank you, Tracy, and hopefully your husband gets well soon. We'd also like to recognise an important partner, particularly for the maintenance, but also for quite a few other projects that they've decided to assist with, and that's for Mitre 10, and particularly Stan Scott. So thank you so much. We'd also like to acknowledge the Best Partner Award for Men's Shed in Horsville, Roger Spice and his team. Thank you, Roger. Oh man, could we just ask you one more time to thank you so much? Just stand there, just stand there. Thank you so much, Roger. Okay. And now the Best Partner Award for Pito Multicultural Learning Centre to Yessa Dorgan. Well done, Yessa. Yes, it's been a very enthusiastic supporter for the We Are One program and the Empowerment One, so thank you so much. It has made a big difference to a lot of people's lives. I'm sorry, man. Can we trouble you once more? Well, it's two. It's two. Stay there. Stay there. You're doing a great job.
Oh no, sorry.
And now I'd just like to hand over the microphone to Maha just to say a few words.
Actually, it's someone really so special for all of us, not me only. Actually, I cannot thank you enough. So, Shadow, you did a lot for all of us. You really make me feel that we are one. Since it is day one, you are here for me special and for everyone. I have never asked it so for anything since I met her in 2019, and she said always, give it to me, Maha. And she's doing more than I can imagine. Actually, she supports everyone and her husband also. I cannot thank you enough. So, in behalf of all of them, thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Actually, you have to be with us on the.
And I'll take it.
Anne will take it. Thank you so much, Anne.
Why don't you all stand for it and I'll stand back. Well, because you're the.
Thank you so much, Sue.
Actually, we are so hungry. Just one more. Then we're gonna take our photo or group photo. Then, no. Actually, in the name of March 15 family, we would like to acknowledge all the work done from Datacom. You supported us in everything, actually, not just the education fund. Actually, I'm always asking Quentin especially and all the team in Datacom, I need help in that and that and that, and they always keep saying that, give it to me, man, which is the best word I love from you, Quentin. I cannot thank you enough for everything. You and Hussein, Janine, Tracy, all your team. Thank you so much. Yes. Can you come, please? Yes.
Okay, everybody, now it is group photo time. Mara was not joking. You know how it goes. We all stand there, we all smile, photos taken, then we go and eat. So the sooner we do this, the sooner we can go and eat. Yes, seats are fine. Yep, if you wish a seat, bring a seat. Other seat, standing, on stage. Okay, seats, standing, on stage, masks. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask.
Hello.
Okay, you're doing well.
You guys too. This was fun. It's been great.
Okay, everybody, keep gathering. Keep gathering, keep gathering. Gather, 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 gather. Gather, gather. Keep gathering. Okay, you're looking pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, just moving a little bit on my left, which is this hand here, I think. That one. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's it. Hang on, I'm going to jump into it back.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, smile. Don't worry about this one, this is just a backup camera.
Use somebody else's camera for the good one.
Ahmed, have you good one?
Yeah, I got.
But you come forward and take one there. Yeah. Because
I did.
Okay, everybody, it's now